Okay, what's up? I'll be showing you today how to fix your Bosch heat pump or Bosch condenser dryer that has power issues. So if it's not turning on or it's saying power failure, sometimes when you turn it on here on the display, it'll say power failure, reset or turn it off and on again, and it'll keep saying that. Sometimes it might work and then stop mid-cycle and give you a power failure message on the screen. I'll be showing you how to fix that. And also if yours is a Siemens where it's a bit different from this one, I'll be showing you how to fix that as well. This will apply to most Bosch and Siemens models as the parts in these are mostly the same. You're gonna need a T20 Torx bit, which we'll be using to take off the top of this dryer. So you need to take off this top. And at the back here, there's two screws, one on the left and one on the right. You use your T20 to take those off. And to take it off, you just slide it back. As it slides off, you just lift it off. Put it to the side. I will say before you do any of this, remember to turn off the dryer so you don't get shocked. Turn it off and unplug it from power. And just in case someone comes along and turns it on. And with that off and plugged the plug out, we are ready to start this repair. Now, normally this repair, if it's giving you issues like that, the problem will be with the main board. And that main board will cost you anything between $500 to $600 just for the part from Bosch or from Siemens. I'll be showing you in this video how to save by fixing this with a little part that's gonna cost you less than $1. You're gonna need a hot air station because we're gonna be doing a bit of soldering. Now I know some of you have soldering irons. That will not do for this repair. So if you can, borrow from a friend who's got a hot air station. To access the board that we need to fix, you'll need to access it from the top. When you take off the top cover, you're gonna notice there's two boards on the side of the dryer. We're gonna work with one of those boards, and the one that we're after is the one that is towards the back, just this one. Don't worry about that one. We only need to worry about this one. To remove the connect, you're gonna need to remove all the connectors and zip ties that are just on there. So you might need like a zip tie cutter. Cut off the zip ties. And then these Bosch connections, they're very easy to take off. Make sure you take a picture so that you can remember what you took off, where you took it off from and where it goes, and the routing of the wires as well, so that this will be a faster and easier process as you put it back together. Otherwise, you can rewind this video and follow through if it's the same make. To disconnect these, there is these connectors and they've got a clip. So if you look over there, there's a clip that you, so you sort of press it in. If you press that in and push, or pull this up, pull the connector up with the cables. They're not that hard to take out, and to put it back, you simply just plug it in. Now this is holding on here with these four, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are what it slides into the back of this. But there's these two holding this clip, two clips that hold it at the top. So make sure you push these clips forward, and then this can just slide out like that, and then it comes out. To put it back, it's the same thing, just slide it down and these just automatically lock in place. When you've got that out and ready to start your repair, you'll need a flat screwdriver. So this board has clips around it. So this board is the same as that one. It has clips around it. in case you do this repair and you see some tracks maybe when you open it that are burnt out, you find the part number for the board that you need on here, and then you can call up Bosch and then they can replace it for you. But we are going to replace the part we need to replace and get it working again. This board is enclosed in a case that has 2 clips around it. So 2 clips on each side. So 8 in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to take those clips out. So you simply clip it out. Oh, don't break them. I've used this a couple of times, so it's a bit brittle now. That's out. There's 2 clips here. All right, all the clips are out. When you remove the clips, what you're left with is this, your main board. Within this main board, now it's a bit hard to see from here, but there is over here, there is a power management chip, which is 7 feet. So 4 on one side and 3 on the other side. The labeling on it, it'll say TNY277GN or TNY276GN. It just depends what you have on your board. You'll have to look the number up, write it down. Don't worry about the numbers on top or below it. You only need to worry about the one that says TNY GN. Put it in eBay and type in that number. Should have something come up, and then you can buy 2 or 3 or 4, just in case when you're putting a new one in, you mess this one up. To remove these, you use a hot air station. The hot air stations are not hard to use. You just have to be careful not to overheat your main board. I'll show you what you're after. If you don't have one, you can buy one from your local electronics store. Just ask for a hot air station and they'll point you in the right direction. Mine is like this. So what you're after is something like that. So that will blow hot air, and as you blow the hot air onto that, the hot solder will melt, and then you can lift this off with some tweezers. So if you've got some tweezers lying around the house, you can use those to lift off the old chip. This chip is a power management chip. That's why the power will be failing on your dryer. Same thing happens to Bosch washing machines, Siemens washing machines. So a power management chip, it'll fail from time to time because of age and of heat. So replacing it will sure fix your dryer. Once you've got the old one off, get the new one, and while that, heat it up a little bit, hit the area where it will sit a little bit, just here. While you've got that hot, pick up the new power management chip, put it there, and then hold it there with your tweezers for a minute, take off the heat, and then that should sit properly. Just make sure if you've got a multimeter, just check if everything's nicely connected, because if it doesn't connect properly, you close it up and then you go to put it together and you go, oh, it's not working properly. Something's going on here. So make sure you do it properly. I'm just zooming in so that you guys can see what I mean. So it's that there, that right there. That's the troublemaker there, that power management chip. So make sure you change that. If you change it once and it doesn't work, try to open it up again and check to make sure that you've connected everything properly, that it's all nicely attached. Sometimes I remove it and then put a new one in, just in case the one you bought is a dud. You can put in another new one. And then after that, it usually works. Putting it back together, you put it back together, and we're just doing the reverse of whatever we did before. and then we are going to test it. So mine, I've already repaired my board, and we're going to see if it's working properly. Let's turn back the power, plug it back in, and see if it's turning on. So mine was giving that power failure problem, runs for a few seconds, and then gives a power failure problem. Just make sure everything's nicely connected, if you haven't left out any connections, and then press start. That should do it. If you ever get stuck during this process, or you're not too sure about your dryer, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.